Thank you very much. Is it on? Oh, thank you. Well, I can't really add anything else to that, so thank you so much for that. I'm conscious of the time, so we can try just go through it very quickly. But on top of that, so I'm also the CEO for Xero. We specialize in basically providing IT services for small micro businesses, small medium enterprise companies. We are literally, we go out there in the world of IT and we go and select what is the best practices, and so we bring it into the conversations with our customers. And obviously we're working in an environment that's extremely cost sensitive, so we consistently have to go and find and work it into solutions for our customers, not overly complicating it also, because you are working with SMEs. Cost is always in the forefront of the conversations. I've also written a book. You do not need a £1 million cybersecurity budget, and also co-founder for Cyber London. That is obviously one of our key objectives is to make London one of the a center of excellence and leading sort of cybersecurity, sort of helping SMEs in it's also a non-for-profit. We are based in Farringdon, so we've got a head office in Farringdon, and we've been going for over 18 years. So I wanted to focus really on the things that we see and the challenges that we have in our world of IT. And actually just sharing some of the numbers with you guys, that what do we see out there in the world, and we see chaos, a lot of chaos, especially if we go and review what does these small enterprise companies have in place. But if you look at the numbers of 450,000 new pieces of malware written every day, and how would we actually be able to protect our customers? And if we look at it, a lot of 93% of these breaches could have been avoided, and I would like to use the word easily, by just bringing the best practice into the forefront of the conversation. So what we've done is, over the years, these numbers are shocking, but this is also based on the reality, but by also resonating back to what we see out there. What do we recommend to our customers in the micro businesses? What are the rules that they are breaking? And we are seeing that the people are breaking the basic foundation rules. We are all getting fascinated about new buzzwords, dark web monitoring, biometrics, penetration testing, but we lose the foundations, the core foundations. What is cybersecurity? What is cybersecurity to the core? And what are these ingredients? And if you remove any of these blocks, the whole will collapse. And our focus as we get into working with these small, medium enterprise companies, how do we address these problems? We've broken it into sort of two areas. So we have basic challenges, very core basic mistakes that people are making. And then we have like standard challenges, a little bit more advanced. Do we have the backups? Where are the backups stored? So we have ransomware, and where are the backups? It's on the server that had the ransomware. A little bit of humor, but these are the things that's happening in the small, medium enterprise world and environment. So I'm just going to take us through some very basic, some of that might be shocked that people are breaking these rules, and misconfiguration of desktop. So we have people sharing passwords. There is no password configured for the desktop. New starter starting, and we have a common password, everybody is using it. It's unheard of in the larger organizations that has got a budget for IT support. These are problems that we have. This is real world problems we see daily, where people completely have it misconfigured. Administrative rights, everybody's got administrative rights. There's no regulation of what applications can we install. And just circling back, all of these are cost-effective strategies that will not cost you money to secure your organization. There is no IT policy. So we have a freelancer contractor working in our organization, and they can access our corporate data. We see this often, contractors, freelancers using their own desktops or laptops or preferred laptops to access my data. It's a big risk. Systems are not up to date. They're using illegal software. That's also quite a common common problem. Another problem that we see in the world of our world of IT is that there's no inventory, there are no backups, nobody is monitoring the backups, there is no retention on the backups are not actually encrypted. So these are common problems. It's not going to cost you a lot of money to secure your estate. And if you skip any of these from this wall, this cybersecurity wall that we're busy building, the whole card house will come down. So there are no password policies. How do we share our passwords? How do we store our passwords? Do we have multi-factor authentication installed? Do we align our password policies and configuration with what the guidance or the National Cybersecurity Center guides us to? Assumptions around the cloud. A lot of us believe that as soon as we're in the cloud, everything is backed up, everything is secure. If you set up a virtual server on Amazon, you still need to install, you still need to do your security updates, you still need to install antivirus, you still need to do backups. So there's a lot of assumptions about the cloud, and we see a lot of people moving to the cloud. Firewall antivirus is no longer enough. You have to look at other things also. Dedicated ransomware protection. We've over the years, with the experience we picked up, built a minimum security framework for our customers, and we provide unlimited support to our customers, basically just saying, look, I give you unlimited support, but I need you to be compliant. If not, we are happy to walk away and say, we can't help you on this unlimited support, or if we'd like to say unlimited insurance. So those are just very common, basic problems that we see. Now we are just looking at a little bit more mature type of issues that we see often is that the network is not default username password, the network is not actually managed, there's nothing actually being monitored on the network, assets is not compliant, it's outdated, reach end of life, where it's not supported by the vendors any longer. We have no mobile device management. We also don't have any email security. Where we're sitting today with over 50% of all hacks is via email, coming in via email, and people don't configure their emails correctly for small, medium enterprise companies. So this is obviously a journey we take our customers through. There is no email or data retention. What does it actually mean? A lot of people don't really understand what does it mean. If I delete the file today, and you ask me in 6 weeks, can I go back? Is there any retention of my data or my emails? A lot of people assume we are on the cloud, so it's already in place. It's not always the case. Again, these are a lot of tools that you can simply go and check. You're already probably paying for some of these services, making sure that they are in place. People, again, how do we store the passwords? How do we share the passwords? And again, there is limited or no tools being used for when it comes to security monitoring. Working with any type of supplier. What type of security does my supplier have in place? Do they apply any of these best practices that we refer to now? No due diligence on supply. Your whole network will be as weak as the supplier that you are using. And then dark web monitoring, security awareness training. I'm a great believer in it's good to actually have security awareness training, make people aware, but let's not over-focus on awareness training if we missed any of these blocks. Let's look at that later. It's almost like taking a car, giving you a car, put you on an advanced driving course, but the car doesn't have an MOT. What is the future challenges that we obviously see? It's touching on a lot of subjects that we referred to earlier. It's like IoT, all these smart devices that's carrying a lot of our healthcare information. We're making part of our daily lives. One of the big challenges that we have in smart devices, IoT, is the fact that it can't deal with security. The CPU by design is cost effective and it can't actually deal with any security requests. It's easy to hack. This is a big problem that we are facing, especially from a data protection side, that it's easy to break the actual device, and we are becoming more and more reliant on IoT or smart devices. AI is a problem from our point of view. You can actually go and do a DIY hacking system very easily. It's not too difficult to actually go buy it off the shelf, and you can become a DIY hacker. And this is a career. People are waking up in the morning with the intent to hack and make money. This is a career decision. There's actually a town in Europe called Hackerville, where people would literally study or go buy these tools to become hackers, and it becomes easier and becomes more lucrative. One of the other things that we obviously see is the opening of the cloud. More and more applications are moving to the cloud, and the experience, a lot of times, the experience people have setting up these cloud systems, multiple locations, the right backup, the right infrastructure, there's a big risk in it, and there's again the assumption that the supplier that you are using the right tools. Lack of awareness, one of the problems in our world where we're working with micro businesses and SMEs, are the business owners often have the attitude, it will not happen to us. And the news is normally just covering large cases like TFL that happened yesterday, and there's not really a strong awareness or focus or attention brought over with the fact that there was small, medium enterprise companies are being affected. And there is an attitude of, it will not happen to us. One of the challenges that we have and that we brought in as a company, and we've learned over the 18 years of running the company, is building this minimum security framework, providing unlimited support, but there are no clear standards. Anybody can enter our market and look after your IT, but there are no clear frameworks that need to be followed. So that's one of the challenges that we have in the future. Thank you very much.